What's up, Facebook, YouTube, internet world? We are back, week 2, still under quarantine. Trump says that we'll be out of quarantine by Easter. Nobody believes him. Here we are. So here we are again in landscape mode. So a little easier for your screens this time. Things have been getting kind of funny. There's, same old anti-Asian racism going on. There's actually an anti-China resolution in the House trying to condemn China for the way they handle the coronavirus. And I mean, as ridiculous as that might sound, there's some grounds to it. Like they did suppress a lot of the information coming out in the beginning, like in the first couple weeks. But since January, they've been very public with the world about what's going on coronavirus-wise. Like, they've taken incredibly strict measures, and they've pretty much turned the corner on it now. So, basically, the United States is upset with China because they say that China has, by not being more forthright about what was going on with the coronavirus in their country, that they didn't give, that they're somehow responsible for the rest of the world suffering this epidemic. But bro, Mr. Trump, that was 2 months ago. What have we done in this country since those 2 months? We haven't done nothing. So I think it's just finger pointing. Everyone's trying to pass the buck on to someone else. Typical pussy ass bullshit. So that's a little bit about the big picture. What's going on in the world. USA is now number 1 in most confirmed cases. USA. I think as of yesterday, Saturday or maybe Friday, there was over 100,000 in the United States compared to 80,000 in China and 85 or 90,000 in Italy. So Italy's getting crushed. There's not that many people in Italy. And of our 100,000, I think 50% are in New York. So New York people, please be safe. Please. We care about you. And take care of yourselves. Trying to find a good place to put this thing. I really want to find a better way to record this than on my phone. I got a nice webcam, but the audio in that is no good. So I'm still working on a way to get that audio so we can get a nice video and I won't have to hold this fucking piece of plastic up in the air and look at myself. Anyways, all right, so yeah, big picture, small picture. So what's going on in my life? I spilled fucking plum wine on my couch in my lair. Look at this. Oh, there's my cat. Here's Hobbs. Hey, buddy. So yeah, that was a fucking mess. I had to clean it up, and then I saged the fuck out of my room to try and get that sweet plum smell out. Here's the sage in question. Thanks, Kyle. You're a real bro. I've been working out again, feeling good. I got a pretty nice little routine going, so I'm gonna start trying to increase the intensity a little bit, bring a little more challenge. Just cause there's a fucking plague going around, that's no reason to give up the gains, right? And as I'm sure you can see, I've been growing out this facial hair a little bit again. It comes and it goes. I'm starting to like the look more and more. I'm gonna need to start finding a good way to trim it. I've been doing just a little bit of grooming, keeping the edges, get rid of the neck part. So yeah, I kind of like the look. And since it's quarantine season, might as well go with it. I've also been growing my hair out, but mostly sticking to hats for this video because I like it. What else is going on? Been hanging out with friends a lot, gaming together. What's cool is I've been getting back into StarCraft since, you can't do jiu-jitsu. So what's jiu-jitsu for people who can't go out? It's fucking StarCraft. It's the same kind of battle of the will strategy. It's a classic strategy game, and I love that mano a mano you're trying to throw this guy off. You're trying to like distract, confuse, disturb him, and ultimately trying to strike it in an unexpected way to ultimately prevail. That's the good stuff. And yeah, so over the course of this coronavirus thing, I noticed I've been spending tons of time on social media, Facebook, Instagram, not just doing like the typical social media thing, loving the history memes, but also doing tons of reading on like the coronavirus, different things that are happening around the world. And I realized that it's not the best use of my time. So I've limited myself to social media just 2 times a day. Overall, this quarantine, if I had to grade my how I've been handling this quarantine, I would give myself okay marks. Because on the one hand, I'm not freaking out. I'm well stocked. I'm staying healthy. But also, I've been guilty of using a lot of time, kind of like using this as an excuse to be lazy, just like playing video games, watching stuff, not really like using my time in an organized and effective way. So now that I'm limiting myself to social media just twice a day, so probably like once when I wake up in the morning and once maybe like after dinner, I'm hoping that I'm gonna start getting more out of my day, since we're all stuck inside anyways. So there's all kinds of cool stuff for me to tackle while I'm at home. Like I've mentioned a little bit, this dope book, 1587. I'm a little more than halfway through. I jumped ahead. I read this dope chapter about Qi Ji Guang. I think I'm saying his name right. This badass Ming warlord who basically, in the old days, there was this problem with these Japanese pirates raiding southern China. So the emperor's like, yo, fucking deal with this. And he goes down to deal with it, but he realizes the official imperial army is fucking worthless. So he raises his own army, arms them himself, trains them himself, just like Zheng Guofan did in the late Qing. Zheng Guofan, I think is how you say his name. I'm just learning. I'm trying my best to get all the tones right, but sometimes I screw it up. And so yeah, this guy Qi Ji Guang, he goes down to southern China, raises, trains, equips this brand new army, kicks some ass, and then goes up to northern China where he does the same thing again, fortifying the Great Wall, protecting against the Mongols. So I like, as like a military history nerd, I went straight for that. So now I'm just kind of working through the rest of the book. I think by next week that book should be done, and then I can move on to the next book. So looking forward to making some progress in my reading list. Looking forward to hopefully spending more time like drilling flashcards, getting super good at Chinese. And then the new policy that I've started is that after dinner, I'm going to spend 2 hours, 1 hour just reading to make sure I make progress on these books. And hour number 2 is going to be doing something related to jiu-jitsu. So I've found this pretty cool program called like advanced concepts for jiu-jitsu. So I think that if I can get like a firmer conceptual understanding while I can't physically practice, then that'll give me a good foundation for when I get back in the game. So looking forward to that. And of course, it's tax season. So the president gave us a couple months of a break to submit our taxes, but there's no reason to procrastinate. I've got the stuff together. Let's fucking get this taken care of. So yeah, that's a little bit about what's going on in my life. Ramses, my number 2 cat, he's been meowing at the door, so maybe you guys can meet him. Oh, no, he left. Shit. What the fuck? All right, whatever. No Ramses today, just Hobbs. So yeah, that's it. Like I said before, I appreciate any feedback, comments. If you made it this far, fucking dope. I just discovered YouTube has analytics, which is cool. So you can see how far people are watching. And Yeah. So if you didn't finish the video, I know, you can't hide from me. So yeah, that's it. Make your own videos, mask up, stay inside, and be good, be safe. Later, skaters.